the reason why people lie. And I'm going to use my testimony as an example. When I was small and my brain was developing, and I had caretakers that demanded my truthfulness at the sake of punishment, I knew that if I told the truth or if I lied, I was still going to get in trouble. So because that angst was produced in my nervous system, I could look somebody straight in the face and say whatever they wanted to hear because it was survival. A part of me came in because it could discern the manipulation or the fear in the atmosphere, and it responded correctly. Why? Because our brains were made with complexity from the Lord's hand himself. He designed it so that we would seek him out to figure out why we do what we do. And there's plenty of scriptures that talk about the inward parts of us. So as I got older, I knew that I could tell anybody what they wanted to hear for the sake of preservation. I didn't have to be known. I could protect myself because I learned to not trust them, and I certainly learned that I couldn't trust myself. If I knew something to be true, I could even witness it. And yet I was told by my caretakers that that wasn't true. It invalidated my feelings. It had me question who I really was, and my identity was shaken to its core. That is where a part came in, and it was like, you're better off lying. Tell them what they want to hear. So that pathological lying part really was integral to my survival. It wasn't until I got older where I became a Christian, where now it's like, oh, this is a moral issue according to other people. Nobody else could understand that that part that came in to lie was helping me. It was protecting me. And so to reap a consequence was more of that same condemnation. It produced more of that fear and anxiety because I had to perform. So keep on lying. Just because we are Christians doesn't mean that we stop having these inner conflicts, the struggles, because these parts perceive pain in a way that's so scary that they believe they have to go to the measures that they do in order to protect us. So whatever happened when you were a kid, whatever perceived pain that part of you wanted to avoid, it could have believed that you would die if you told the truth. It's going to hold resentment, bitterness, agitation, irritation, aggravation. It has a gamut of parts, emotional things that are valid to your system. So you have to take the time to look inside yourself and determine, I don't want to do this anymore, and understand why it is that you did what you did back then, so that you can release that part without judgment and say, thank you for how you've helped me survive all these years. And then it will dismantle and you can go and live a fruitful life.